Hi everyone, Stephanie and Ned here. We're just going to give you a quick update on what's been happening in the legislature. It's come to a close and we have some bills that have been passed that we want to just let you guys know about that we feel that are pretty important. The first one is, and it's not a huge issue here, but it's with the HOA management companies. They have been charging extra money for getting agents or sellers or buyers the documentations like P&Ls, budgets, and association CC&Rs. And tell us what the main points are of it that they put into place to stop this.
So first of all, they set a 5 business day requirement to provide all the documents upon request. They require annual disclosures of any fees, and those fees must stay the same throughout the year and at closing. There can't be any rush fees, and those fees at closing must match what they said at the beginning of their annual meeting.
So to wrap that up, it's 5 business days that they have to get the documentation to whoever is requesting it.
Yes.
They cannot charge anything outside of what is put in the annual budget for their fees.
Correct.
It doesn't matter if they're getting a rush at closing or anything, those are it.
Yes.
Okay, great. Second one is the recording fees. So that was already passed, but they just cleaned up some of the wording.
They lowered the prices on just a couple of small items and then cleaned up the language a little bit. Idaho Realtors felt like they just needed to kind of clarify on a couple of points. That was probably the simplest thing that they did all year long.
Oh, cool. Okay. In July, it's going into effect with the short-term rentals. So this is something that's been in conversation for quite some time, not being able to stop homeowners from renting their homes for Airbnb and VRBO, correct?
Correct. Yeah,
okay.
There had been some municipalities that had tried to limit homeowners' abilities to short-term rent their homes, and they tightened that up, made it statute that no city or town can restrict a homeowner's ability to short-term rent their home as they see fit.
Okay, great. And then we saw this next one, we saw an article in the paper last week, and it's about the building codes, and that certain counties, jurisdictions, they cannot say what can and can't be the building code, correct?
Right. There were some municipalities that were trying to go to a more stringent building code. There were other counties that were trying to go to either a less stringent or none at all. So they set basically a baseline of building code requirement. It shouldn't have any impact on our local fire regions, fire chiefs who need, let's say they need like a big cistern if they live out in the county, and they need a fire suppression system if their house is over a certain square footage. That shouldn't be impacted really. Also, it shouldn't have an impact on snow loads, which is good for our snowy country.
Yeah, exactly. So that one has not been passed yet. It's on the desk of Butch Otter to sign and then hopefully go into effect in July.
Right.
Okay, great. All right, so hopefully that was helpful for everyone. If you have any other questions, give Ned a call because he's great at knowing all the answers to these items, and we look forward to hearing from you, and have a great week. Thanks.
Thanks.